What is up, guys? How is the MyNBA2k20 grind going so far? Let me know in the comments your best pull or your best card so far. Has anybody gotten any of those amazing elite foils? I tell you, when I looked through the catalog, I saw that there was Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, a bunch of historic players that typically come into the game, but they are players that we would not get until tiers later on. So to see Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and all that stuff already at the start of the game is really exciting. I can't wait to get to Elite. Hopefully I can pull some of those. Another thing that I noticed, I don't know if other people notice this as well, but the foils are actually only historic players, which is kind of cool. I do like how the foils are better than other cards. Obviously, they did limit them a little bit, but last year, you know, they were current day players that had foil cards just like their regular card. Like there would be an elite Devin Booker and then an elite foil Devin Booker, and I don't think he had a foil card back then, but still, you get my point, right? Two of the same tier, two of the same card, one foil, one not. But this year, only historic players, and these same historic players that have foil cards do not have regular cards. So I think that was I think that's a really good change, excluding the fact that the foils are still ugly. But anyways, in this video, we're going to talk about raining threes. I'm going to show you my deck. We're going to go through a game, kind of give you some tips, things to do starting out. This is a deck that anybody can use. I don't know if y'all have been playing this, but 1,628 credits. Now, originally, the best pack that you could get was 6,000 crowns. And I said, you know, those are the packs that you probably want to get just because they have the elite cards in it. But after thinking about it and after playing, I don't actually think that that's the best idea. And I'm going to tell you why in a little bit. But first thing we're going to get into, we're going to check out the deck. And like I said, this is a deck that starting out right new into the game. It is a deck that works today. So last year they did nerf some things. They did change some things that made the deck from last year not work. But so far, this deck has done me flawless. I usually win every single matchup except for one or two every single game, and I win the final one all three times every single time. So what I have is 3 rare cards. Now these are just any random rare cards. The only thing you really got to pay attention to is one of them has to be a point guard shooting guard. Another one has to be shooting guard, small forward, power forward. And then the third one has to be power forward center. Try to switch up the focus types, but they're really not as important as the positions anyway, at least with this deck. And then all of the other commons are untrained. All the other cards are untrained, uncommon cards. Not common, but uncommon. And so every single card in this deck is untrained. And so, like I said, this deck works really well. And what you want to get at the very start of it is going to be 3 common or uncommon. Now you got to back out, go back in, back out, go back in. And sometimes it does take 2, 3, 4, 5 times doing that. But trust me, just in the very end, you want common and uncommon cards. So that's what we got right there. It looks like two commons, 1 uncommon, and then when you choose your champions, you're always going to want to put your 3 rare cards. Obviously that's a mismatch, right? You got common and uncommon against 3 rares. You're going to win every single time. Now in their deck, at some point, they're going to have like a pro'd rare card, which obviously you're going to lose that one. And every once in a while, I do lose a matchup or 2 here and there, but I always make it to the finals, always win the finals. And then here, at least at the start, I really don't pay attention. I just pick the ones for the position. And so we got shooting guard, point guard first. And it doesn't really matter in this case because I have 2 shooting guards. Shooting guard can go second as well. And then power forward, third, power forward or center or whatever. And like I said, I really don't look at this too much. You can, you know, pick the better matchup or whatever, but most of the time, I mean, it's going to come out to where since you get the boost for the position, you're going to come out on top. First one, we got our 18 points, and there is the rare pro. So you know you're not going to win that one. That's really, you know, almost pointless to think that you're going to win every single one of them, at least with this deck. 2 out of the 3, which is fine. And now we're back on offense again. And like I said, you could pay attention to the offense, defense, rebounding, playmaking type thing. But like I said, when I go through it, and even though we don't have one for the power forward position in this particular case, most of the time it still wins out anyway. 3 out of 3, which is perfect. This is usually how, like I said, usually I win every single matchup except for the rare pro, and then of course maybe 1 or 2 that I just really didn't pay attention to. So last one, and it always does go in that order, so you don't really have to look at it. The point guard, shooting guard always comes first, so no matter if you're on the offensive side or the defensive side, it makes no difference. So all the way through, only 1 loss, which was the rare. Our rare cards completely maxed out pretty much. We almost don't even need to use our support cards for this. So last of the 3 matchups, easy win. And like I said, since I started putting in this deck, I have not lost 1 single time, and I think I've only lost maybe at most 4 matchups in 1 total game. But in the finals, winning all 3 of them is what matters anyway. So yeah, deck works perfect. It works as of today, as of right now. Whether or not they're going to change it, who knows. But y'all have to let me know in the comments what deck you use. This one works perfect. This one can work for anybody who just starting off in the game. Now, of course, when you win your 3 matchups, you do get 19 crowns. If you have that doubler, then it's going to be 37 because you don't get that extra 1 twice. But let's see if we can actually pull anything. I am only ultra rare, plus it's been a grind, right? It's been a grind. I only have 1 epic card. We will look at the cards, you know, as soon as we get done with this. So we'll get to the Reigning Threes packs in just a second, but just to show you what I got so far, only 1 epic so far, and I did get this in a free pack. So like I said, those free packs do come in handy, at least at the start of the game. Later on, they're really not as relevant, obviously. And then I got my Devin Booker pro'd up. Still only ultra rare. I do not have an ultra rare pro yet. I've pulled like 20 ultra rare singles. I don't know if it's the same as last year, but last year you needed 5 ultra rare pros in order to make it to epic. And then I think you needed basically you get the idea, right? You need all 5 of them almost at the tier below in order, at least that's how it was last year. And so hopefully we can get there. Now let's talk about these packs for a second. Now it does say 6,000, 3,000, 1,400. And originally I said, you know, you want to get the elites, right? You want to get that 6,000. But, you know, now that I think about it even more, I mean, obviously there's a difference between Epic Prime and Elite. But that's only 1 single tier, right? And at least at the start of the game, you're going to want to increase your deck as fast as possible. And I think that personally, I really think that getting 4 bronze packs instead of 1 single chance at an elite card is going to work out better in the end. I don't know the odds of the bronze pack. I don't know the odds of getting an Epic Prime, but it feels like 4 chances of getting an Epic Prime along with 4 chances of getting an Epic instead of just 1 chance at an Elite is going to work out better in the long run. Plus, they'll give you more packs to open. Kind of a realistic thing to grind. I've been grinding, you know, Reigning Threes for a little bit, and I'm not even close to 6,000, obviously. We got 1,400 and over 1,400. So that's what we're going to open right now, actually. I'm going to test out this pack. We got Ultra Rare to Epic Prime. Now, I'm expecting, these packs were not very good last year. I can't even count how many I opened, and I think only 1 time ever I pulled a top card in the, you know, in it, and that's what made me think I could be pulling 6,000 packs all day and never once get an elite card. Well, I have the same chances to get the cards underneath, the Epic Primes, if I just do the bronze pack. So at least at the start, that's what I'm going to stick with. That's my recommendation. If you still want to grind out for 6,000, go ahead. But I'm honestly expecting ultra rare and uncommon, but we'll see how it goes. Bronze pack. Here we go. I need something at least an epic. I mean, if I pull at least 1 epic, I will consider it at least somewhat of a success, just because I only have 1 epic right now and I do need more of them, at least until to try to get to that next tier. Oh, low battery. 10%. Let's go. We are going to pull first pack ultra rare. Oh my gosh. See, but you know what? That's my first ultra rare dupe. I do have him. I do remember getting him. So it's a dupe. Not that that's a good thing. I mean, I'd rather have an epic rather than an ultra rare dupe. And then second one, and like I said, I am expecting uncommon. You got to lower your expectations when it comes to these packs, because for those of you that have been playing this game before, you know how good these packs can be. And it is an uncommon. So we did get the 2 bottom cards just like I figured we would. But I almost expect the exact same thing when I open the 6K pack, right? So that's almost what I expected anyway. And I'd rather, you know, do that in the 1400 pack instead of wasting 6,000, grinding all that time, and then come up with nothing. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you did enjoy, and we're going to keep grinding. Hopefully get up our cards, because I really want to get into that elite tier. I did have a spinner too. I did have a spinner. I'm going to put that in another video. My very first spinner of the year. I've only pulled one. Y'all have to let me know in the comments as well. I'm curious how many of y'all are pulling spinners. I've only had one. Of course, the quality of the spinners and getting good cards on the spinners is rare. It's small. You do get better chances on the spinners than you do in the pack, so I will say that. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you have other strategies, other things that you use, you know, let me know in the comments. Let other people know in the comments. If you want to check out the Discord, I do have a Discord. Go in the description. Click the link for the Twitch page. The Twitch page has all of the Discords and everything for all the games and stuff. So feel free to go check it out. But I will see y'all in the next video. I am out. Peace.